Alrighty, what's up? It's episode 25 of Zell's podcast, if it's even working right now. Let's see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, episode 25, man, Zell's podcast. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing these in this format a little bit more often, but as you can see, bro, I got the Denzel hat. Yes, sir. Feeling good about it. I guess, I was gonna wait a little bit, but then I got hit by some motivation, and I was like, you know what, man? I'm just gonna drop the tape. So, Catastrophically Unserious, man, is out now. Um, haven't done a tape, haven't dropped any music in like, I don't know. It's been a while. But I don't know, to keeping track, man. Sometimes you gotta take a break, but man, sometimes you get hit with inspiration. So dropped it on all the streaming platforms. With the way that I release through distribution, through my distributor, it takes a little bit for it to appear. But this is Planet Zell, man. This is Denzel. So, I don't give a crap about none of that. It's gonna come out when it comes out on all the Spotify, Apple, and whatnot. This can usually take a couple days just to get through the all the processes and the approvals and everything for all the track listing. But it's only 4 tracks, nothing too crazy or wild. Let me just edit this real quick. I figured I'd do a podcast, do a little having quite a productive day today. Sometimes you wake up, you don't know what kind of day it's going to be. Sometimes you just want to have a productive bleeping day, a productive ass day. And today I just felt like getting down and dirty, getting to the nitty gritty of it. So but yeah, man. So let me pull this up here real quick. I'm actually literally editing the thumbnail while I'm doing the podcast, and then I'm just going to rant a little bit about the tape in and of itself. I've started to do this thing with my tapes now where I have like kind of a mode of how I do it. You know how we do it on Denzel, man, Planet Zell, man. I love to do everything I myself. I am the solo cue master, as you already probably know if you've seen any of my content. But so I have a little like a nice little way I like to do my what would you call it, thumbnails now in my tapes and stuff. So that's how it's gonna be, and that's how it is, man. So I don't overthink it. That's for sure. But I'm not like the average person either. These people, everyone's always worried about what people think, what's going on in the world, and everybody spends so much time talking that they don't actually do anything. And that is what I always thought was funny about people, man. That's what's funny about the human race in general. Let me just edit this real quick. So yeah, also I've done a lot of cleaning up on my channel. Like I feel like I should explain this since I'm on my podcast right now. I feel like I had some older stuff on my channel, like about the quarterback we shall not mention, because you got to realize, like, I'm not a sports fanatic. I just saw the big name and I'm like, Deshaun Watson, I'm like, it's gonna blow up if you talk about it. And if they go and win like a Super Bowl or something, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna look like a genius. Um, you know, so that obviously went the opposite direction, and didn't take exactly the turn that I would have anticipated, of course. But that's because I am just a hands-off Cleveland sports fan. Like, I watch it a little bit, but I don't let it creep in on my sanity like the average person would. A lot of not average people, but like, a lot of fanatics. It's not nothing wrong with it. I'm just not a fanatic. So, I just be doing what I feel like when I feel like. Like, so like I'll do like something about the Browns once a year if I feel like it. But look at this now, bro. We're looking at the Browns season. Last time I talked Browns was at the beginning of the season, I believe. And let me just look at the team real quick. They are 2-7. They are last in the division, behind the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 5-4, Baltimore Ravens, who are 4-5, Cincinnati Bengals, who are 3-6, who we traded our starting day quarterback Joe Flacco to the Bengals. Only the Browns would do this. This is what I'm saying. I don't understand. I thought we were gonna ride for Joe Flacco or whatever, but the Browns, they don't have any receivers. This Dylan Gabriel guy, I don't know. People are calling for Shedeur Sanders. I'm not really sure. I mean, I feel like if I don't know if Kevin Stefanski needs to get fired or not. I don't know if I want to make that call. I don't know, because it was Baker Mayfield or Kevin Stefanski. We kind of went. I think we should have kept Baker Mayfield for real. I think they dropped the ball at that. That's already over. So Kevin Stefanski, we could get rid of him and only get worse, and be 0-17, 0-16. So I don't know, bro. I mean, when it comes to Cleveland sports, bro, it's like, yeah, there's no winning, but I cleaned up a lot of my channel. I cleaned up a lot of those videos, that I posted a long time ago just for shock value. And the jerseys I had to throw away. I have no more Watson jerseys. Don't worry. Um, so, I just thought it was funny because they were so cheap. But then I did I did all this before I even did research on the person, because I don't know. I don't really be on the mainstream media. Like, I don't be on social media like the average consumer. I'm just more of a creator. So, for me, I wasn't really looking too much into what was being said about the guy. I just assumed, since Cleveland spent this much money on a person, they don't do this all the time. Like, they spent all this money on Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley. Like, those are good players. I just assume, especially, since they spent so much money, I thought this was going to be a Super Bowl. This was not. And then I did the backstory, and my wife was telling me about it and stuff too. So it's very interesting. But not really anything I care to comment on or am that interested in per se. So I think right now, all that aside, I'm not sure what they're going to do with him, but he's still, I think, rehabbing or something. And then there's also this Dylan Gabriel guy who doesn't look that good. Shedeur Sanders, I mean, I don't know. Everyone wants him to play. Go ahead, put him in there. I don't care. The season's already probably over regardless of how you slice it up. So, but hey. Anyways, that's my synopsis on that. I won't be doing any like crazy. I'm not gonna be doing any crazy Browns videos like I used to do. A bunch of sports related content. That was really just to get started. I really feel like I've gotten more into streaming and always doing music and streaming. And sports is gonna be more of a splish splash. Because I do a little bit of everything. I'm basically rap game Gambit or rap game Mr. Fantastic. I'm just, I just do a little bit of everything. I feel like I'm very savvy with technology, so I'm able to just do a lot of different things at my own pace. So I'm not really worried about whatever Tom, Dick, Jerry, Harry, and Joe and Big Balls man from the block of Cleveland is doing. It doesn't really matter to me that much, per se, because this is Planet Zell. Welcome to my planet. Welcome to my, well, I guess you could call Cleveland the Shadow Realm, Hueco Mundo, whatever you want to call it. It's Cleveland, man. It's nothing crazy. Yeah, man, Catastrophically Unserious is out today. And so, just to show the, that's yummy. I'm not gonna play anything like all on the stream that much probably, but just to show you the um, little album cover there. And you can't see that at all. No way. Yeah, you won't be able to see that. But I mean, it's my material, so it shouldn't be copyright on the stream. So I'm not gonna play it on the poor quality of the stream. You can just go. It's on my channel. And that's another thing. I've been getting copyright strikes on none of my games except for college football and Metal Gear Solid. So I don't know what's up with that, but I'm not going to be streaming college football if it's going to be copyright, and I'm not going to keep streaming Metal Gear. This will probably be my last stream I do of Metal Gear tonight. Honestly, after I get done with this podcast, I'm probably going to stream that. So that'll be what I'm doing tonight. But on Catastrophically Unserious, man, when you go to the tape, this is a tape for the Blasphemers. That's what I'm going to force call my fans or people that actually like to listen to my stuff or like to watch me stream or like to listen to me talk about Cleveland. For some reason people like listening to that Cleveland stuff. So, I'm not a media member though. Like, I'm not a reporter. I'm not interested in that kind of stuff. I mean, unless somebody was to pay me, if you can pay me money, then maybe I'll do something, but it has to be a good offer. I mean, because I can do everything myself. Everybody wants to just put their hands and then they pay you and then you're the puppet. I just don't care to have all the puppet strings. But anyways, Catastrophically Unserious, a tape for the Blasphemers. So the first song is The Pendulum. Have a little something in the works on that. So that's why I wanted to drop this tape anyway, because I didn't even want to wait, because we already did a little something at Fourth Dimension. I haven't done a video for myself in a little bit, but I've been working with my dude at Fourth Dimension, JT3 Eyes, and then so we got something in the works for that. So the second song is S-Class, featuring JT3 Eyes and Eddie Groove, Fourth Dimension. The big three were basically Eisen, Geen, and the Blind Guy, or King the Conqueror, Doctor Doom, Superior Iron Man, whatever you want to call it, the Masters of Evil. These are my niggas, so it's Fourth Dimension, bro, S-Class. Pretty good song, I like it. And then we have Let's Hit the Gym, and then the fourth song is Drink Sparkling Water. So I don't know how I feel about the last two. So, not every tape needs a video, obviously. So we'll see what happens in the future. But do have a video for the Pendulum coming up soon here. So we'll see how that turns out. I don't know if I need to do any editing or anything. So we'll just see what we do with that. So, but that's pretty much it. We might do a video for S-Class, might do a video for Hit the Gym. I don't know how I want to go about promoting this. I don't know yet, but yeah, man, we'll see, man. We'll see. So I think that's pretty good for the podcast, man. I'm trying to think, is there anything I wanted to say? I did like Daredevil on Marvel Rivals. I did enjoy D-Zong. I think he's a pretty good character, and I love Gambit. I love Gambit's character design. I love how he plays. I need some more time on him. This stream I did earlier about Gambit ended up being an Ultron stream because, I don't know, I just feel like I was kind of throwing, because it's placement matches. I'll probably run a little bit more Gambit when I'm out of the placement match phase, but yeah, bro, you already know. Let me make sure this is still, yes sir, it is going. And yeah, so I remember I did that song about eating butt cheeks, and that was for my fantasy football team. And since we're talking all this mess about football, I just want to see what my fantasy football team is this year. And these dudes on the baseball team, Emmanuel Clase and the boys, I'm 7-3 this year, and I'm playing against the leader of the league at 9-1, of course. 7-3 fantasy football, Underworld Demons, not the Blighttown Butt Eaters anymore. But yeah, these dudes in MLB, bro, and the Guardians, that Emmanuel Clase and whatever, or Luis Ortiz, why would you give up your job just for some gambling and you're an MLB pitcher? Is crazy. It's like, you got to realize, bro, just having a job is not that big of a deal. Especially, it's like, winning a gamble is not that big of a deal. It's not big enough of a deal to just lose your job, to me. But, man, whatever, bro. So, Hey man, Catastrophically Unserious is out now. Denzel, it's out on YouTube right now. It's out on SoundCloud right now. I'm gonna promote the YouTube link probably in SoundCloud. I don't use a lot, but I have a lot of bangers on SoundCloud. I forgot I had so many followers on SoundCloud and stuff. So I have a lot of bangers on there. I totally quit Bandcamp. I don't care about Bandcamp anymore since I go through my distributor now, which is, CD Baby, obviously. So I don't care about Bandcamp. Bandcamp is pointless. Hey, go to my Bandcamp. You know how much money revenue I've made off of Bandcamp? $1. So, it's not even, there's no point. So, but yeah, bro, it's gonna be up soon. So right now you can check it out, Catastrophically Unserious on YouTube, bro, and SoundCloud. So, well, most of it on SoundCloud. The fourth song is on SoundCloud. Just the main songs. So, yeah, man, we'll see what the future holds, man. Planet Zell. Until the next one.